All right, so here's why you still have not hit 10K per month and why it's taking you for so long. And if you don't know these things, you will likely also never make it at all. And also, if you don't have the attention span to sit down and watch this video, whatever it is, 10 minutes long, and really sit down and re-absorb what I'm saying here, you will also never make it at all. These are also the exact same things that kept me stuck for quite a long period of time until I broke these things down and then really transferred my reality. And also, by the way, I'm back in Germany now. I was in Dubai for about three and a half weeks. Today, we're at around like 1,000 for the day already, so pretty shit. Last week we made around, let's see, this is last week, 24th November to 30th, we made around $10,000, which is alright. And so the way I'm able to do this now, if you've watched my story video, I was stuck for such a long period of time because the first reason is because I just didn't shift my identity. You have to understand, if you don't shift your environment, you kind of don't shift your way of thinking, you just don't shift the way you view yourself, is you get the same results. So if you're a video gaming loser that games the entire day, does nothing else, eats Cheetos, and just like is fat as fuck, I mean, you won't grow, right? I mean, you'll stay the same person because you just have to completely reinvent yourself. What you gotta understand is if you don't change your identity, if you still see yourself as the loser who's gaming like 12 hours a day on Fortnite, or who's just eating Cheetos, all that bullshit, right? And you want to start a business, guess how it's gonna go? You will fail because you're a loser. You have the identity of a loser, so which is why you cannot progress, because you still see yourself as an old person. And so what you gotta do is you just gotta change the way you see yourself, right? What I can tell you is, well, it's not about the tactics. It's not about picking the right niche. It's not about the right audio method. It's not about the scripts, all that stuff. It's not about that at all. Because if you're the person who's able to grow business, if you're the person who's making, in your mind at least, already making 10K per month, you will automatically act in these ways. Therefore, in the right ways, right? You're having the right scripts and doing the right audio method, because that's just a part of who you are. Therefore, you'll get it. Right? So the number one thing why you still have a 10K per month is you just have the wrong identities. You still see yourself as a loser who's playing video games, and you haven't really killed off the whole version of yourself. That's so important. And so also as well with me, I mean, I went from zero, or like close to zero, to 30K a month in around 30 to 40 days. And the only reason I was able to do that is because I had the paradigm shifts of how it is to live life at 10, 20K per month, because I went to the trip on Greece. That trip on Greece changed my life. I met so many cool people. I stayed in a villa that was like 4 or 5 million. It was like, I think 2,000 per day to rent. It was pretty crazy. And I lived the life I wanted to. Therefore, I kind of had a glimpse of what my life could be if I transurfed. When I came back home, I kind of replayed that in my mind. I really kind of saw myself kind of living this life on a day-to-day basis, not just kind of a quick 1-week vacation. Therefore, 1 month later, I manifested it. I went to Dubai for a month. I made 30K per month in literally 30 days. And going back to the tactics, I can give you all the tactics, I can give you all the outreach scripts, I can give you the sales scripts, but if you're the person that still is a loser in their mind, you just won't use them. You just won't use them in the right way, and they won't benefit you. So the second thing here is you just don't do enough volume, so you just don't put the reps in. So if you do like 10 cold calls per day and you feel like you're done because everybody hung up on you, I mean, you just won't make it. First of all, you're not just soft. If you just give up after 10 cold calls, you're just soft. I mean, I used to bang out like 200 cold calls per day while I was still in school, starting at 3 p.m. So the mindset you gotta have in cold calling is every no brings you closer to yes. So when I used to do cold calls, I got actually super excited when someone gave a no, because that means that I'm one step closer to a yes. Also, with especially kind of like things that are very volume based, like cold SMS and whatever, cold calling and stuff like that, or emails, if you even do that, is numbers don't show themselves on small data sets. Meaning, if you send 10 emails and everybody doesn't reply or kind of gives you a fuck off, that doesn't mean anything. Because the thing is, you could send the next 10 emails and all of these could be booked. Meaning you just need to really hit large numbers to actually get accurate data sets. Because the thing is as well, if I have setters right now that kind of do all my outreach, if they do 100 calls and don't book any, I'm like, that's all right. I mean, that's not tragic, because I mean, the next day they could book like 10 people in. And so 100 calls is even not that much to even determine whether you have a proving system or a working system or not, right? So you really need to give it a lot of data. Say you do 1,000 calls, if you don't book any at that point, you have a problem, right? But you really need to give numbers more data to even make accurate decisions. So that's also like a huge paradigm shift that I had as well. Really viewing numbers this way, and not really kind of being irrational if you kind of do 10 calls, nobody picks up or something like that. The third and final reason why you might not be a 10K per month is because you're just retarded. I'm just kidding. It's actually because you maybe just don't have the right guidance. So meaning if you were like me at the start, just kind of binge watching YouTube videos by all the gurus and kind of just trying to like learn it yourself for free, I mean, you're learning it for free on paper. You're just not paying any money, but you're paying with time, right? Because you have to watch, let's say, 100 videos to figure one outreach method out. When you can have a guidance or kind of a mentor or something that can kind of just give you everything that already works. And so the number one thing I also wish that I did at the start, which I just didn't do, is just get the right guidance. I just kind of had a shitty course. I just had some course that was kind of just like oversaturated, had like 2,000 or 3,000 members in it, meaning I was doing the exact same thing as 2,000 or 3,000 other people, which is just kind of completely oversaturated. And I just didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had the wrong niche, I had the wrong offer, I had the wrong outreach method. I just had everything wrong and nobody told me that. What I would recommend to everybody who's starting just out, or even if you've been kind of in the agency space for a few months but haven't really made any money yet, the reason why you haven't is because you just don't know what you're doing. Straight up. And even if you've been in the agency space for a few months now, the reason why you have not made any money yet is because you just don't know what you're doing. I mean, straight up, right? Like, what else could it be? If you're putting in the reps, if you kind of really are working on yourself and your mindset and you kind of really putting in the reps and you're still making money, it's because you just don't know what you're doing. That's just it. So get someone who actually can kind of show you the way, show you how it's done, and get them to mentor you, right? That's actually also what I do with my mentees right now. I mean, we actually took someone from 0 to 20K per month in the first 30 days as well. He's pretty much done the exact same thing that I did, and is now actually traveling to Dubai as well. So I mean, it's pretty crazy how it works. It's actually universal. And so even looking back on my own progress here, I would say that these are the 3 main things that really allowed me to kind of get to that point where I'm at now. So first of all, just really changing your identity, already feeling like the person is already 10K a month, 15K a month, whatever your goals are, right? Already seeing yourself in that mind as that. Because if you see yourself like that, you become it. That's the first thing. You have to put in the reps. If you do 10 calls per day, you will never make it. You have to really put in reps, 100, 200 cold calls, as much as you can squeeze into your day. And you need to get some guidance. Get a mentor, get someone to guide you, get someone to teach you. Don't get a course, because I mean, you're getting info in like 5, 10,000 other people as well. You need one-on-one mentorship. Things that is actually something I offer. Now, we're actually quite limited with the capacity, so we don't just like take on everybody. So if you want to learn more about it, in the description, I'll just leave my Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, text me on there, DM me. And if you want to book a call, there's also a link below that to do that. But other than that, that's kind of the video. These are the things why you're not actually scaling yet. If you have any cool questions, drop in the comments. I'll also help you out there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.